Good day, everyone, and welcome to TGN.
And here on The Good News, we aim to celebrate all things you. And you can view our past 24 episodes on the youth group's YouTube channel. This week, you sent us in good news stories faster than the Canadian Physicians Virtual Choir can break out in song.
I've got a smile on my face, I have four walls around me. I've got the sun in the sky, all the waters around me. Oh, you know.
And thank you for the fabulous reply and heartfelt stories that came in.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I am Jacqueline Patterson-Schaefer.
And I'm Julia Sheffield.
And this is The Good News.
But first, a word from the good news. Today's Bible verse is from Micah, chapter 6, verse 8. He has told you, O man, what is good. And what does the Lord require of you? But to do justice, and to love kindness, and to walk humbly with your God.
Nice one. Well, here at TGN, we aim to go where no one has gone before, just to bring you the good news. And this week is snow exception. Even though my husband Rob said that joke is getting old and the snow is going, I still find it funny, so it stays. This week, the First Presbyterian Feline Sharing Committee had their first meeting on Thursday. And not to be outdone, the First Presbyterian Dog Walkers hosted their first meeting on Friday of this week. In world news, talk about taking hiking to a whole new level. And even more good news is that I've realized I haven't seen a mosquito for months. And on a personal note, I did get into trouble this week when I critiqued a show recently for being boring and the characters for being unrealistic. Of course, my boss had to inform me that it wasn't a show, but rather we were on a Zoom call for work.
First Contact wrapped up our unit on kindness last Sunday by thinking about how to be kind to people who are different from us. Tuesday's Bible study looked at the laws from the Old Testament and how we can incorporate the spirit of these laws into our lives by remembering how Jesus fulfilled them. Friday Youth Group was another fun evening of games and conversation. We played tricks on one another by changing around our screens and became detectives as we tried to solve what was different. The dates for VBC have been set for this summer. Hold July 19th to 23rd in your calendar and stay tuned for more information.
That's awesome, Julia. And now it's time for our weather report, and I'd like to send it over to our meteorologist, Linda Ford, who joins us somewhat live.
Looks pretty good, don't you think, Bagheera? Yeah.
And now for our favorite segment of our newscast, where we find out what's the good news in your life.
Leah Bryan took an online cooking class and made a delicious dinner for her family last Tuesday evening. Jamaican-style chicken, coconut and bean rice, and spinach were served. Nice job, Leah. The Stover family welcomed a new dog into their family, a fluffy, furry puppy named Nova. The entire family is loving this little fluff ball, and Nova is happy for his new home. Please note to Veronica, Nova is a good name for a dog and easy to pronounce. Madison Salcedo has released a new song again on her YouTube channel. Her original songs are filled with beautiful lyrics and melodies. Madison wrote this song last year, and since then she has been writing all the time. Well done, Madison!
Way back
great, guys. Jacqueline, where was King Solomon's temple located?
I don't know.
On the side of his head. What type of stories did Jesus tell about fruit?
I don't remember any.
Oh, they were parables.
Oh.
Why couldn't Jonah trust the ocean?
He couldn't swim?
Oh, because he knew there was something fishy about it.
Ooh, good one.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Eve.
Eve who?
Eve. It's me, Adam, the only other person on the earth. Who do you think it is?
Hey, Julia, what did the janitor say when he jumped out of the closet?
I don't know.
Supplies!
And now it's time for Did You Know? Did you know that the word Lent comes from the Old English word lengthen? It means springtime and refers to the lengthening of days. Before it was known as Lent, the period of 40 days was called quadrasima, which is a Latin word which means 40. But the term Lent was adopted in the Middle Ages, when church services and sermons started to be spoken in English, rather than being only in Latin.
That's awesome, Julia. Wow, time sure flies when you're having fun. And as we wrap up our show, we would like to end with a smile. And thus we cut to our final story featuring puppy time.
Well, that's it for this week's episode of The Good News. And don't forget the best news. God loves you, and we do too.
And finally, just a friendly reminder to hit that subscribe button at the bottom of your screen and the bell to be notified each time we release a new video. And before you go, parents and kids, big or small, don't forget to send us in your good news through the week so we can celebrate you in our next episode. And that concludes this episode of TGN. See you next week.